Welcome to your doom.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
So I want to hear more about your locks of love here story.
I'm over it. I've enjoyed all your compliments, all your jokes.
I've never given you a compliment.
I know.
I said when you do that low ponytail, you have like founding father's hair. Like
it's fine. I am officially. I'm over this.
You look like you're about to start the U.S. Treasury.
It says I'm not.
But
this actually this started as a dare from my daughter who had
a hair dare.
Yeah, a grow your hair long contest, and she quit.
Like a year and a half ago.
I know, but like this is the last time I could probably do this in color.
You're literally still running through the end zone. Like you're like, remember when Forrest Gump ran through the end zone and then just went home?
Not a smart man.
Yeah, that's you with your hair, man.
Yeah, but so I'm ready to let it go.
So what are you waiting for?
Well, it's at the length almost where I can donate it. I figured that'd be a good thing to do.
What's the length?
8 inches, and story of my life, just short of 8 inches by like 5 inches.
I was gonna say, whoa. I was gonna say, damn, dude, your hair's a kidney scraper.
But we had an offer to cut it live on the cut it live on the podcast, and I thought
I like that idea.
I could choose who I'm going to donate it to. Like I know there's an organization.
I mean, granted, you are a hairdresser or a former hairdresser, so you have the most qualifications. But I want somebody to do a chop job, literally.
That's fine. We'll do this. It's all going under the hat.
So
anyways,
and I'm sorry. I know that there was an earlier suggestion. What'd you say? Merkins for love?
Yeah. Merkins for hope.
Merkins for hope.
Yeah, I want to help out some dirty whore whose revenue is down because people could see the syphilis source.
Yeah. Well, hi. Welcome to the Nonsensical Podcast.
And, my name is Jake Merkins for Hope Bussy.
I'm Adam Jake Merkins for Hope Bussy Riley. And this is episode 120. I was going to say Merkins for Hope.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did the legwork. You're trying to steal my thunder.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be like is that not like? I might as well be like a check in the box. I did this thing.
Yeah, I'm riding your low pony right now.
There you go. Welcome to Non-Essentials Podcast. Yeah. As always, supposed to get the niceties up front. Please like and subscribe to YouTube's a big one.
Yeah. And if you don't, Jake will kill you.
Oh, and also like this is a real thing.
kindness.
This is a real thing. I'll send you $1.
Kindness is
like
what he calls
I don't
want to
do the advertising thing anymore. Or like I don't do the Google AdWords, all that bullshit, all that like got to get on the new threads. Like I don't want to. I'll just send you $1. It's cheaper. It really is. It's cheaper. Also, this is brought to you by the Comedy Cabin.
Yes.
Cabinlaughs.com. We got great upcoming shows.
I'm really excited about this weekend. Actually, I've seen this particular comedian. I've seen him live a couple of times.
Oh, it's excellent. Yeah. Every show is great. I haven't been there and had an off night yet.
Exactly.
So can't say enough good things about it.
All right, let's hear more about your Merkins for Hope.
That's it. That's pretty much it. But actually, like I'm excited for that. I think that'll be a fun thing. We should do it next. Does it have to be 8 inches? Is that the minimum?
Depends where you want to donate.
What if it's like cold out, and like you're just short of 8 inches, but they just take you for your word?
You got to measure from the base. Measure from the base of the balls. To the tip,
yeah, you got to measure at the asshole. I think for.
Yeah, you don't measure from the top. What's the old saying?
That's just hurt feelings.
Nothing but hurt feelings up on the top. I want to get into my. I guess this is like a hero of the week, or like I guess kind of hero, but
man, I have one too. Go ahead.
Okay, so do you know the game? Do you know the game Cornhole? Okay, bags, cornhole. Did you see anything on this?
Tip of the hat, you mean?
Tip of the hat. Yeah. Did you see anything on this guy?
Yeah. Cornhole.
Right. Guy named Dayton Weber.
Okay.
He has no hands and no legs, and he absolutely dominated a bag of cornholes.
Okay, I'm sorry, but does he throw himself into the hole?
No.
Okay.
But he heaves his whole body. He holds it between his elbows. When he was,
whoa, I was expecting like a chin throw or something.
So when he was 10 months old, he was I think he was diagnosed with streptococcus pneumonia, which results in the amputation of arms and legs.
Okay, that's awful.
It's awful. It's tough. But like, here's the thing: they announced him coming out to play. He did one of the better worms I've ever seen. On the way out to the I don't know, the pitch, the match, whatever you play cornhole.
Okay, but
on.
like
the field, I'm
not even trying to make a joke here. Like, is that what he does, or are you making a joke? Like that is that?
No, he did the worm.
Was he showboating, or is that like how he moves?
No, that's how he like. They announced him. He came out and he did the worm.
Okay,
and it was like flawless. I mean, I imagine it's great mode to get around.
Yeah,
but
that's what I was like.
But the clip I saw, he sent it was like 4 in the hole in a row, and just absolutely dominate. And I was just thinking like this should be like sponsorship. I hope he's like a Tiger Woods of cornhole. I don't know. It's one of those like,
oh man,
you see, I don't know. It was like a feel good story, I guess.
I got to be honest with you. I've never not laughed at the term cornhole.
I know it's not a good name. It's called bags around here, but
yeah,
I'm trying to quote what I saw, and it's the cornhole competition.
Yeah. Does it have a black leather couch somewhere in it?
I don't know. It would be hard to be like, I won the cornhole competition in the wrong.
Your grandma's like, you are a disappointment to the family.
That's true. I know that. So what do you got for hero?
You want to hear mine right away?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you this. I've got actually great news to announce. Do you remember the name Larry Nassar?
Not at all. I'm bad with names, though.
Okay, well, if you don't remember his name, you may remember his actions. He's the gymnast physician who molested at least 265 girls.
I do recall that.
This is not the great news, by the way. I just want to go on the record and say this. The great news is that this incarcerated piece of shit this week was stabbed 10 times.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, thank you.
Good. I hope there was a judge holding up like a 10, just like, get him, fuck him.
Like just DJ Khaled, another one.
Yeah. No.
So anyway.
Can I add, I remember the story where he would do this with parents in the room because there was the whole thing about the.
It's all part of the, yeah.
Yeah, like it's a doctor, so they default to like, he was checking like the pelvic floor. It was horrific nightmare stuff.
No, it's awful.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to be a parent to think that this guy should get strung up. So
I hope it was 10 slow stabs, not like prison ones I'm thinking of. Like,
well, I'm gonna go into detail.
Okay.
So the tip of the hat is gonna go to Shane McMillan.
This is a stabber.
This is a stabber, and then his name is obviously a fellow inmate. He stabbed this rapist piece of shit twice in the neck, twice in the back, and 6 times in the chest.
So he was like.
He was going for it.
Yeah, he was like a triple axle on the way down. Just
like he was. It wasn't one of the. He didn't like give him a little "How's your mother?" Like, stop it. Like, and but like I guess like the only thing that saved this doctor's life is that like 4 inmates like ran in and pulled this other guy off.
Sure. Well, you don't want to kill him because you got to stab him again later.
Can I? God damn it.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not kidding. Like I was sitting there thinking, like, man, I fucking hope because I'm gonna go into this in a second. But so apparently the stabbing was motivated by like lewd comments by this doctor. Like they didn't just follow this guy.
Yeah, this guy went over the line this time.
Coincidentally, like he was watching Wimbledon. Is there a line? No, that's bowling, right? Bowling rules. I'm not a.
I think it's cornhole.
It's cornhole.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, anyway, so that's what got him in prison was cornholing. So anyway, so lewd comments were made while watching like the Wimbledon championship, and like I guess while he was watching, he was like making comments like, "I wish the girls are playing" and stuff like that, right?
Oh, okay.
So finally,
they have stronger pelvic floors.
Yeah. So finally, this guy Shane McMillan was like, "Well, guess what?" And he started shanking him, right? But like part of
he didn't love it.
Oh,
tennis.
No,
sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The ball was in my court, and I okay. You're creating quite a racket over there.
There you go. Now we're having fun. Yeah.
Speaking of incarceration in tennis, isn't that what Al Capone was incarcerated for?
Al Capone for tennis?
Racketeering?
Whatever.
Whatever. Fuck you guys. Anyway, so
what are we doing? Get back to the guy getting stabbed.
No, anyway, so sorry.
Get back to the comeuppance.
I was so excited for that. So with that being said, like I was sitting there thinking, like, you know what? 10's great. 10 times is great, but I wish it was at least 265 times, one for each fucking victim.
Yeah, like a birthday spank.
But here's the best part of the story, and this is why I'm like, part of me is like, kill him, whatever, tax dollars. But then like, I want him to suffer so much the rest of his life, right? And now this is the second time he's been assaulted. The first time is during his initial incarceration in 2018. He literally made it just a couple of hours at Gen Pop. That's a cool guy term for general population. But anyway,
I was wondering what it was.
Yeah. So anyway, but like he literally got his ass kicked like couple hours in. Like I just love I love the concept. Like we joked about this earlier in the podcast for multiple times. So it's like prison sounds fucking great.
Yeah.
Except for the part that makes prison awful. Like it says hang out with your buddies, work out, whatever. But like. I think my butt fucking and stabbing, that's kind of the scary part.
My follow-up question to it is like, do you think, was it planned at all, or was he just watching Wimbledon with the shank just in case someone
I would assume that you probably have it at least in your prison wallet, a shank or something. I don't know.
Just break it out.
And Renee, if you're listening, which I'm sure you are, please Google prison wallet. So, anyway, I'm sure that like this, nothing will truly make this the situation that happened with the victims better, but I really do hope that the stabbing just like makes him smile just a little bit, just a little, like and like here's the thing is that guy that did that's not even his first shanking.
The guy that stabbed him?
Shane McMillan, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's not even his first stabbing.
Can we just call him Shank McMillan at this point? How many people you got to shank before you just round the name up?
Probably 3. That's a Baker's too.
You level up.
Yeah. So anyway, like I said, Lou, I do hope that it keeps happening, and I don't know if there's some sort of
we can get some kind of fun going, like a.
Fuck, dude, stop.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway, is there some sort of inmate sponsorship for pedo stabbers? Fuck you. Here's my next line.
I'm sorry. Like a go shank me?
So anyway, so there you go. So my tip of the hat is going to Shane McMillan. You
I'm truly sorry.
Stabby piece of shit. No, it's fine.
Actually, let's stay in prison. I'm right here, and you can see if you can steal some of these. All right, did you hear about Ghislaine Maxwell resurfaced in the news?
Oh, I hope she got stabbed too.
This is an interesting story. So Ghislaine Maxwell apparently has
Ghislaine.
I don't know how to say her name. Mrs. Maxwell.
Giz Boulevard.
Yeah. All right, so apparently she tattled on her apparently transgender bunkmate for apparently having loud sex in the bed above her. So Ghislaine was growing increasingly frustrated after being placed in basically in a cell with 3 other women, but I guess transgender in this case.
Was there a dick or not?
I don't know, but the nickname was Batman. So I imagine there was.
They're doing the bat wing, like where you pull your scrotum.
I bet women can probably bat wing with a labia.
With the labia, yeah. That's just like that's a.
I'd complain about that noise if I was like, I'm trying to sleep here.
Yeah, then she's like,
I'm just like,
I sat up too quickly when I was doing the bat wing.
I hope Ghislaine was like, listen, I know it's very ironic for me to complain about people when they shouldn't be having sex, but like just hear me out. Just hear me out. Batman is up there wrecking a chick.
People in glass houses, ... Yeah. But anyway, Batman's up there wrecking. I feel like I'm in Gotham right now.
So apparently she's being called a prison Karen, which
she does kind of have a Karen haircut.
Oh, she does.
Yeah.
And apparently Batman. This wasn't the first. She said that Batman apparently hangs the boxers over the railing and the socks, and apparently
it's called presenting.
But the thing is, Ghislaine's not apparently without fault here, because apparently Batman counter-complains, saying that Ghislaine will get very sweaty and stinky on the track, and then will take her stinky shoes off and in the room when everybody else doesn't do this. So this is just normal inmate spat stuff. We got to get Shanks McMillan or whatever over there to sell this.
Yeah, like Shane McMillan needs to go trans and then get incarcerated and stab the fuck out of Ghislaine too.
I'd watch that show.
Yeah, hell yeah,
I'd watch this. It's just like it's one of those, like, I guess Ghislaine. How long did they protect her?
So far.
They protected her, and then they're like, "Listen, no one cares. Now you're just in prison for the rest of your life."
Okay, so
now you got to deal with Batman.
Justice. Where is she?
Hey, you got a towel?
Your shoes stink. All right, so last episode, I was really excited about this. Last episode, I'm trying to help Jake bond with his children a little bit better. Because how old are your children, Jake?
I don't know. They're up there. 12 and 9.
Okay, thank you. What the fuck was that? Anyway, so last week we learned
800 months. It's been a minute.
How many trimesters? So anyway, so I found out that I could test Jake's knowledge on cool guy slang. So last week was what?
It was Riz, and
which is what it means.
Charisma.
And
so I've been using it all week. It was funny because I came home and I'm like, that guy's got a lot of Riz. We're watching it, and it was like a deer. Like, they spotted me immediately. Like, how do you know that? My son said to me. And I'm like, and then he said, that's not what that means. I'm like, Riz means charisma.
Well, I learned it from a 40 man in his 40s on a podcast. So definitely.
Listen, we researched the word.
Yeah, you know when you're a fucking nerd, when you're like, well, what are the kids saying these days? So anyway, with that being said, in the spirit of things,
walking around with a lot of Riz with my new vocabulary.
I have another one for you.
All right.
Okay. So now this is going to follow, like, listeners, I want you to play along. I guess TikTokers play along as well. So
are we streaming on TikTok?
What if we're just screaming into the ether, like none of the cameras are on? Or
It's fine. We don't have butts up here, so no one cares.
Yeah.
No one cares.
So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna read Jake the phrase.
I bet if we paid someone just to twerk without mentioning it the whole time of this episode, we would finally be popular on TikTok. They'd be like, that's a good show after all. I never thought of it that way.
Well, to be fair, your name is Charlie, and so was the 15-year-old child twerking in a bathing suit that I was extremely against. You remember that fucking kid doing that shit? She like created TikTok. Remember that? Charlie. I used to bitch about it like 3 years ago.
I don't know, man.
So anyway,
a lot of Riz though.
Yeah, a lot of Riz. So anyway, so I'm going to read off 3 sentences. Okay, 3 examples of the term.
Okay,
and 2 of them are bullshit. One's real. And audience, please play along. And TikTokers,
let's have it. I love this because I go home the next day and I overuse it.
Right. So the term is touch grass.
Touch grass.
Touch grass. You guys know it? Okay. If
I don't know
you
this
know
one.
it, don't say it. Okay, don't give it away. Don't
grass.
even answer if you already know it. Okay. So with that being said,
I don't know this one at all. I've never. Okay.
Number 1, go outside. Here's the example. Yo, you suck at this game. Put down the controller and touch grass.
I like that one. It sounds like something I would say though.
Number 2, third base. Yo, he's lying about touching grass with Mackenzie. She wouldn't even kiss him.
All right.
Number 3,
it's a strong favorite.
acronym for generally recognized as safe. Yo, buckle up and quit acting scared while I drive. I touch grass.
Okay, so number 3 is like I got this.
An acronym, yeah.
Okay,
grass, GRAS.
Yeah. Okay, and the second one is basically third base sliding in.
Yeah.
And the first one again was
is go
outside and touch grass. I do like that one because that sounds like something that a mom would create. They're like, you guys need to go touch grass and ground yourself or something like that.
Come in when the streetlights.
Yeah, it's a different type of grounding. I mean, I think Adam's totally leading me into the logical explanation, and I can't imagine a kid be like, "How'd the date go last night?" I'd be like, "I fucking touched grass." So I'm gonna go with number 2. I'm gonna say touch grass. It's horrific.
Pubes?
Wait, no, kids don't have. No, they shave now. They shave now. I'm bailing.
No, you already said
I think it's 3. I think it's number 3. It's a driving thing. It doesn't make sense.
Of Hope or whatever.
No. I'm going number 3. This is an acronym or whatever.
Is it an acronym?
Because it doesn't make sense, and kids love that shit. Shit doesn't.
All right, so your answer's 3.
I don't know, man. It's probably
audience.
I feel like I'm touching grass on this one.
Yeah.
1. Okay.
All right. So the phrase "touch grass" means go outside. It's usually used as an insulting way to imply that someone spends too much time online, perhaps posting on social media or losing at video games, that they should go outside for once.
And touch grass?
Yeah.
For what it's worth,
so
I actually really like this. I'm gonna go home and use this. I'm like, you motherfuckers got to go touch grass.
I feel
I'm doing it.
Trust me, I picked this one because I figured you'd be able to appreciate this. Dude,
I'm gonna say touch grass with so much Riz.
Dude, your kid is Fleek still a thing?
I don't know. There's
like,
drip.
I'm excited for you to do this because you know your kid's gonna be like, who's teaching him?
Yeah. He's gonna go and to his friends.
Like he's got the source code.
Is he asking you questions? Box him out, man.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you very much, and thank you for not giving it away. And man, I was really excited about that you. Would you fell for the pubes?
I don't
know, not the pubes. My acronym.
I fell for the one that seemed like kids, which is illogical.
Yeah.
Like you touch grass driving when you race. Yeah, you fly out without a seatbelt.
Yeah. All right.
Lots of Riz. All right, I wanted to, I guess, bring phobia up. I haven't done a phobia in a while.
You've been spending too much time touching grass.
I have been.
Yeah.
What does it mean again?
To need to get outside.
To go outside? Okay. So this is going to be a similar format to where basically you got a real one and then a couple examples of a fake one. But the word is octophobia. You
were scared of the number 8.
Do you know this one?
No, but octo is 8, and then phobia is fear of.
You blew it. It was octophobia. Hit it on the head.
Sorry.
I thought it would be like I thought it'd be too obvious. I had like fear of octopuses, fear of but like it's literally octophobia is fear of the number 8.
Did I fuck it up?
Yeah, no. Actually,
okay, take 2. What's octophobia?
Yeah. So octophobia
is it scared of Octomom?
Oh, remember yeah. If you're honestly, I gotta have octophobia.
That chick was real.
If she got pregnant, you're like, guess what? There's 8 of them. You're like, I'm gonna go to the west coast of the world.
I feel like I remember her. Didn't she get denied fertility after her first batch? So then she went somewhere else. And
she wanted more.
Yeah, she had 2 litters.
No, you should be done after that. Like,
yeah,
there should be a limit.
Yeah, dude, that chick's stomach probably looked like a tanuki.
Yeah,
Tanuki ball sack.
Yeah, it was.
Long-time listeners appreciate that joke.
Yeah, she could easily just get out of a plane, no problem.
just parachute.
Or slow down on the runway. Right back. Anyways, octophobia is the
Did
fear.
I fuck it up?
No, it's fear
All
of the
right,
number 8.
Okay,
Interestingly,
just say you spent time reading it or writing it. So let's hear it.
There are a few. The fear of other known phobias has specific numbers, except for the fear of the numbers themselves is arithmophobia, which sounds like what I had in 8th grade.
Yeah.
Fear of the number 13 is triskaidekaphobia. It's very strange.
Yeah, you should have said that one.
I thought this was strange, but for what it's worth, like my sister she's not afraid of the number 26, but she's very like Jim Carrey with the number 23. Like she's aware of it.
Movie. That's a weird movie. We do movie recommendations, so listeners like the movie the number 23.
Number
with Jim
23
Carrey,
is.
He's got a real dorky ass. Like,
I hated his
bodysuit
tattoos.
tribal
Yeah,
and shit. It's like all right,
but it's one of those like I never kind of bought into it, but like she started laying. Basically, things happen for her on the 26. Like if she sees a 26 on a license plate, she'll back off.
But I feel like you manifest that shit too. Like I can't remember what it is. I think it's called the what is? Oh my god, I'm spacing out.
The barnyard fallacy.
It's not the barnyard fallacy. Where are you saying that barnyard fallacy is where you shoot at the barn and then draw the target afterwards?
Yes.
Okay, so the I think it's frequency illusion.
Oh, sure.
I believe so. But that's where like basically you buy a red car and you're like, oh my god, everyone's got a red car. Oh, like because once it becomes on your radar, you start seeing it all the time.
Sure.
Like mine was. I remember when I was younger, mine was the number 41 with like my foot because that was my football numbers. Like I see 41 everywhere. And then I started doing like 138 everywhere.
Right.
After I got the number 138 tattooed on me. So
I guess if you're looking for it, maybe. I mean, she pointed out she's like,
that's what I'm getting at. It's
my
like,
brother and I are both born on the 26th of a month, and then she's like, your kids are both born on the 13th of a month. You put that together, it's 26. I'm like, you could go down this rabbit hole all day.
Your sister sounded very beautiful mind here.
That's fine. That's fine. But good job nailing it on the head. You got bonus points for that.
Okay, but can you read off? I want to hear what you came up with.
Oh,
Fear of octopus?
It's fear of octopuses and fear of groups of 8.
Okay.
And then the fear of the number 8.
Okay.
So.
I feel like 2 and 3 would be pretty similar, but I do appreciate the fact that you use the actual plural term of the word of multiple octopuses. Did you know that?
No.
Do you guys know this? So when you think of like a group of octopuses, people will think octopi. That's plural, right?
Sure.
But that would be if it was following the Latin version of words, right? Where plural ends with I, but because octopus is a Greek word,
okay,
that it follows that plural. So so the actual like a group, a bunch of if you see multiple octopuses, it's octopuses, not octopi. Did you know that?
So Prius is not a Greek word because that is a bunch of pre.
No, you have to hit it with an S.
You see them together.
Prius. As the Prius owner, I can affirm that.
Okay, so actually, I got one more for you here. If you feel like you feel like you busted it, I got an extra one.
Yeah, I wrecked it, dude.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
This one I don't have options for, so let's see if you can hit this out of the park. Phobia.
Phobia.
Yeah.
Come on. Is it a fear of fears?
It's a fear of fears.
Okay.
So like 2 for 2.
Shout. Let it all out.
This can be described as free-floating anxiety, where a person spirals into a circle of anxiety due to the fear of fearing fear itself. What do you got?
Oh my god. Okay, so, all right, hold on. All right. Oh darn it. I'm sorry.
Keep talking. I'm gonna load up my next thing while you're doing that.
So, I'm guessing Jake is already on this, but have you heard of the new app called referred to as the Twitter Killer?
Yes.
All right. I had a feeling that Jake would already be on this. Seriously, the reason why I knew that Jake would be on it is because he has a thumb like on like the. And to be fair, in his defense, a lot of it is because he's a tattoo artist, so it's like good finding the new thing to get his work out, to advertise himself and get well known, right? So I knew that Jake would know this to the point to where I remember Jake downloaded Tinder when it first came out. Now, keep in mind, Jake has been happily married for many, many years. Been with your wife for over half your life.
Yeah, it's getting sad.
And
it's fine. She didn't watch this. Like we've been long enough together where she doesn't have to monitor what I'm doing. She's like, you're stupid.
I don't want to steal the story from you, but I remember you said you downloaded Tinder and you're like,
I saw what it was.
You're like,
I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, I can't have this. This isn't allowed. I can't. Like, I'll look real quick, But like, I'm like, no.
All right, left.
Yeah. This is stupid. Why would anybody have this?
Anyway, all right. So anyway, so the all-seeing metaverse, which is if you have Facebook or Instagram or anything, you're part of the metaverse, owned by Mark Zuckerberg. He has created a new demigod for people to worship. It's called Threads. Now, Threads is described as a new app for sharing text updates and joining public conversations, and it's described as posts that can be up to 500 characters long, including links, photos, and videos up to 5 minutes in length. And if the description sounds familiar, it's because it's very similar to Twitter. Now, I think that
I'm just going to let you speak. I don't want to steal any of your stuff just in case.
You're fine. No, I mean, interject at any moment. But I was going to say, I think that it should be described as more shit that I'm not interested in. Because I remember when Twitter first came out, I was like, what? Pass.
I think this is like
things like that. Like I have 3 apps. I've got 3 apps. And I literally close and open all 3 of those at different points, kind of like, when you're hungry, but nothing looks good, and you just keep opening up the fridge, and you're like, maybe it's something different. Like, did someone go grocery shopping in the last 4 minutes? Maybe I'll open it up again. It's the same shit.
I'm the opposite. I have too many.
I have too many apps?
I have way too many apps.
Yeah. Notice you never deleted Grindr.
Like I wanted to just keep my hand on the base. Yeah. But this kind of felt like the reason for the whole Elon Musk fight, Elon Zuckerberg fight that's going to happen. Apparently, it's going to be an MMA fight now. This felt like...
I will say this. Zuckerberg trains. Like, Zuckerberg trains BJJ.
I'm still betting Musk, but Zuckerberg's going to win.
And Musk is... I mean, first of all, like, Musk is, like, decades older.
He's going to Superman punch, and if he connects, he wins. That's what...
Yeah, I think, like, Musk is, like, 6'2", and, like, Zuckerberg's, like, 5'7".
He's a big guy.
And at some point, you can't really argue with physics. But at the same time... I think that Zuckerberg is going to probably just choke the shit out of him.
If he gets the back. All this is celebrity deathmatch. We're finally getting it. Yeah, we remember watching this
not
growing up.
Though. Yeah. So anyway, calling Threads, which is the new app, calling Threads the Twitter killer is probably an apt description since it has gained 100 million registered users in just a few days. Okay, and there's
I want to take a little I want to pick a little fight with that to where it's like this is that new thing. Like I remember, I think it was ChatGPT was the last thing. They were like the fastest to gain this many followers, and that's just more the result of technology becoming better, becoming easier, and also like this is really piggybacking strong off Instagram to where it's like, hey, you have an Instagram account, which everybody does, and it's just like get your Threads thing, and now there's little badges to show that you're on Threads, and everybody, they're peer pressuring you into it.
Man, I'm like such a I'm like I want no badge.
I'm just kind of like, what do you do with this one to where
my Instagram?
That's
how fucking cool I am.
Like I want to treat this one like just a joke, but it might become like the new job resume. I don't know. That's a frustrating thing. I do have some details on it.
I was going to say, others are calling this a Twitter killer because since it is literally attempting to take the place of Elon Musk's social media. And a lot of it is because I think people were so upset with Elon's taking over Twitter that I think that Mark was like, fuck it, like see a need, fill a need, which I can appreciate. Yeah. And I will say that I have to, since nowadays people need some place to dump random thoughts. Yeah. They're like boycotting Twitter, might as well take a shit all over Threads as well then.
We've created a dichotomy. We have PlayStation, we have Xbox. People love a good, I like this better than that. It makes sense to give people that don't want to be on Twitter a place to go. And here's the thing, you're still on Twitter, guys.
And that's what I was getting at is because literally like Facebook isn't cool anymore because your grandma or bridge friends are on it, so you can't post
I think that's why it's cool.
You can't post your dick cleavage or the shit, whatever that you want to do. So what you have to do now is you have to find the new thing and then you jump on that, right? And so apparently that's Threads.
So I have it on here. Threads, I had a quote here. It's off to a strong start. It received 100 million signups in less than a week, which obviously it's impressive. But considering the platforms it's jumping off of, that's not impressive. I still think ChatGPT is more impressive because nobody knew what it was. It came out of nowhere. This is literally coming out of Twitter. This is like having 300 million followers, creating a new area for them to go and be like, oh my God, we have 100 million followers.
Yeah.
But it's including a large number of brands, celebrities, journalists. But the other thing is they understand this
I didn't know you had stuff on Threads as well.
This is a business platform. So those businesses will funnel into it because it's kind of like, you remember the movie Far and Away with the land grab with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman?
Okay.
It reminds me of that. It's where every time there's a new social media, you have the new opportunity to gather followers quickly without having to like pay for them and do all the like. Instagram's very hard to get traction.
You're saying it's the social media version of Manifest Destiny?
Exactly.
It's a bunch of white people yelling into
it really
the
is.
void.
That's where like TikTok offered a new opportunity to basically gather a following in a new way, in a way that really taps into like my channel surfing youth, where I'm like, there's nothing on and I can't get off of it.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to say that like Elon Musk is definitely not happy about this new app. Like to the point to where like he was calling it a copycat, and he's even threatening like legal action against Meta.
Sure.
Right, and Mark Zuckerberg. A lawyer for Twitter actually.
I think they should fight.
Well, a lawyer for Twitter sent a letter accusing the company of, and I'll quote, engaging in systematic, willful, and unlawful misappropriation of Twitter's trade secrets and other intellectual property. Elon stated that his response, like he initially was starting with like a bit of eloquence, right? He was saying like, hey, competition is fine, cheating is not, right? Okay, I get it. But now he's resorted to some poetic trash talking, like he just posts like Zuck as a cuck. That's like, all right,
that's my guy.
It
like,
rhymes.
Let's get down into the stupid
that's
shit.
Jake's favorite African American is Elon Musk, which we can appreciate. But my personal favorite message to Mark Zuckerberg so far is, and I quote. Now this is from Elon Musk, and I quote: "I propose a literal dick measuring contest."
This is why I love this guy. Like, I'm sorry. This is a billionaire.
That is super funny. Now, Mark Zuckerberg, he's taken a page out of Elon's playbook by posting, like, because Elon, I guess, like, he's had, like, dozens of, like, times or instances where he just has commented, concerning, right? Like, people will say some shit, and he'll just comment, concerning. So that is what Mark Zuckerberg, in perfect troll mode, has just been, like, commenting back.
Yeah, no, it's
I fucking think it's so funny.
It's a high level shit talk.
And he is like, and actually, like, Mark Zuckerberg has a Twitter account apparently, and he literally posted his first tweet in like 10 years. Do you know what it was?
No.
You know that meme where it's Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man?
Yeah.
It's like this like beautiful moment where it's just like, yeah, I know what it is. I know what we're doing. Yeah. It's this self-aware moment of like where he's like, I'm alluding. I know the similarities between what I'm doing and you're doing, So I guess like that's been this week's edition of Billionaire Petty Betty shit.
No, I love it, dude. Billionaires.
Because I bet, I'll bet it's going to just, by the time this episode comes out, there's going to be more shit.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
I just gotta tell you, like, I love the new Billionaire. It's a pleasure to watch. I love them talking shit. Dude, billionaires when I was growing up, they used to just like eat Puerto Rican Adrian-chrome babies in in a desert island with Bill Gates. That's what they used to do, and they did it in secret, and no one knew about it. This is controversial.
And now they go, I want to see your pee-pee. I want to see if mine's bigger.
Like, honestly, I was so happy when Steve Jobs died. Because my immediate thought was like, I guess they can't cure cancer. That was like my. But then the conspiracy was like they got to let one die once in a while.
Well, that was actually like my. I think I was joking with you about that too, because it's like, how I know that like cancer can't be cured. Because Steve Jobs died. Yeah. You know how I know that aliens are real? Trump would have been like, aliens are real.
Yeah, he would have been out.
And they got them in China.
I will say the reason Steve Jobs died was kind of a bit by his own hand. Well, that was
his own like hysteria, like hubris.
Because behind the scenes, he had pancreatic cancer, which is normally it's a death sentence, but he was rich enough to be having daily scans or whatever, and they're like, holy shit, you have pancreatic cancer. We never catch it this early. Thank God, quick operation, you'll be fine. And he's like, no, my body's a temple. I don't want to open it up. I'm going to cure it with carrots. And so he ate carrots for like 6 months, and then when he got scanned again, they're like, carrots.
What's up, Doc?
Carrots really didn't hold the line. And so that's just the fall of Steve Jobs.
Wascally tumor.
Exactly. But I think we pretty much covered enough about Threads. I think you like.
Did I hit on too much?
No, you like.
I didn't know you had stuff on it. I thought I was gonna like.
My one critique of Threads, and this is my experience now. It's like,
do you really have it?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
what it is like you sign up for it, and then everybody on Instagram signs up for it, and then you can like auto follow all your people that you're following already. Yeah. So all of a sudden, I already have like 50 or 100 followers because people are just piggybacking over into it, and that's a bit of like the peer pressure kind of thing. But one thing I'll say is I don't really see like any kind of ability to pick what I want to see. Like with Twitter, you can at least look up what you're interested in.
Well, I'm sure the algorithm is going to get better. Like
And-
we used to joke about AI not being able to draw hands, and they're like, well,
But the
guess
thing
what?
about Facebook
Better
is
than you know.
Facebook's very assuming, and what I don't want is an app that's like, we'll show you what you need to see, and that's kind of what Threads feels like now. I'm like, what do I do with this? You know, where do I, and I see a lot of artists on it right now, and they're like, is this going to be a personal account? Is this going to be for my art? Is it like, I don't know what to. So,
I hate the fact that like algorithms are like I'm scared to click on shit. Like I'm like, what is that? I'm like, nope, I'm not clicking
you
on
don't
it
want
because
the
I'm gonna
flack.
see that for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. So we mentioned overseas, right? I don't know if I'm able to do this or not.
Yeah.
Am I segueing well? Okay. So based off of growth trajectory, China is expected to overtake the U.S. by 2035 to become like the largest economy.
Okay, economy. That's what it's going
Yes.
to. Yeah.
To name a few things, China is leading the world in nuclear energy, machine learning, husband storage, like
What?
husband storage.
I don't know what that is.
Or did you mean nuclear energy?
I know what
Nuclear
that is. They
energy-
don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's husband storage?
Well, I'm glad you asked about that.
I feel
I thought you
tricked.
never would.
Yeah. feel very led.
So since I'm glad you asked on that one because I
No.
definitely can't.
No, hold on. What's nuclear power? Explain that first.
I'm
and
better at husband storage.
we'll get to husband storage. We all know what that is.
So anyway, all I know about nuclear power is I think what I
kidding.
learned from The Simpsons with the ice stones.
Yeah.
So there's your Simpsons reference. So a mall in China has offered husband storage since 2017, and I can't believe that more malls haven't done this.
Hold on. Can I guess what husband storage is before you go into it? Is it like a man cave where you can hang out while your wife shops?
No,
Because I would be on board with that. I would be fine
it's
with
definitely
malls.
not that.
Okay.
So the best description is this would be a glass pod that allows husbands to sit and hang out and wait while their shopping trip, like they're in purgatory. Piece of shit. Anyway, so
Well, no, like a glass pod's different than what I was picturing.
oh yeah,
But
you want something you beat off in?
I guess a glass pod would work.
Yeah. So yeah, anyway, there's like jellyfish, like the windows.
Yeah. She's
People
like,
can see you.
I'm done shopping. Well, I'm not.
Yeah.
So-
I hope this is one of those two-way glasses. We can see you're a fish in an aquarium right now. So inside each individual pod is a chair, a monitor, a computer, and a gamepad. And
This is fine. I
yeah,
love
it
this.
sounds great. Hold on. So now the gaming system, this is where they can play like retro 90s games. And the best part is that it's free for now. Right? So
Okay.
you literally just go in there. Now, there has been like some mixed reviews. Like the responses vary. Most men love it. And I guess, go ahead.
I was gonna say, could we like go back to when you leave your high score and you leave a name? You know,
It's just butt.
so you got to go back. You got to beat butt. So you got to. I don't know who this butt guy is, but his
He's
score
really
is
good at
going
Mortal
down.
Kombat.
Yeah. She's like, I've been done for a while. But you're gonna be here for a long time.
bet he plays Liu Kang.
Yeah.
So now the responses vary, but most men love it. But I guess that some of the pods, like I guess they get hot and like leave people kind of sweaty. Some people are like, I was able to be in there for 5 minutes and fucking I'm out, right?
Sure.
Now one wife responded that that if my husband just wants to sit and go out and play video games, what's the point of bringing him out, right? If they could like if he'd rather go and play video games, why would you fucking force him to go out,
That's
right?
a fair point.
But it also makes sense to me because, like, for the mall, like, you distract the husband while
Yeah.
the wife just blows all their money.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
it's like a great, like, he can't be like, we have that already, or you've already got that, or you look fat in that. You know, like, you can't say that. Or I think the cute.
It's like a grocery store having a daycare. It's a good idea.
I
And,
think actually
like,
that
they can get away from the
isn't
kids
the,
and they'll shop longer.
I think that the shopping hack I've seen is like, oh, my ex used to have that.
Oh,
Every
as
time
far-
she's like,
yeah.
what do you think about this shirt? Oh, my ex used to have
Yeah.
that. like she's like,
Hey, your mom wears those colors.
yeah.
It's weird. You're drawing the same
My
thing.
mom has that thong.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I guess at least like if it's sorry, that's
Keep going.
Oh, I'm gonna power through. Okay, so I guess at least it's all made locally, right? All
Mm-hmm.
these products at the mall, you know. So it's made in China. I got thrown off with the
Oh,
mom thong.
I got it.
I fucked up my made in China joke. God damn it.
That's a thought I never had. Do you think they have anything over there that's like made in the U.S.? It's a piece of shit. It's expensive.
It's like Firestone tires.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, why did I think of that?
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like I would like. Here's the thing I know is
I mean,
when the church put in like a coffee place with good scones, I was like, we should go to church.
But what are you gonna do if like
then once it was closed, I'm like, I don't want to be here.
What are you gonna do in 2036, man?
What's going on?
When well, it's a year after you've had a year to acclimate to China being the world leader to the economy. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I spent too much time on this. I'm gonna fuck it up.
Okay, I'm letting
So
you.
if
I don't know
any
where you're
Chinese
going.
speakers. I'm sorry.
Sure.
Welcome to the Fei He Bei Xiong Ping Ben Cool.
You think we have Chinese listeners?
No, but that was
You
how
think we
you
have
say it.
one-
Not just a podcast in Chinese.
Oh, all right. You're future-proofing us. I like it.
Future-proofing us.
Yeah.
Fei Yi Bei Xiong Ping Ben Cool.
Like John Cena over here. We done with that?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay, I'd say
sorry.
I got something that I was gonna go into. I didn't know if you had more.
I got so thrown off.
I don't
with my
know. I don't
mom's
think it's a bad idea,
song, so.
especially because the malls got rid of the arcade, and honestly, like the little kid in me still kind of expects an arcade at a mall, and
Yeah.
when it's not there, I am a little disappointed. And then I go to an actual arcade like Dave & Buster's. I'm like, I have a PlayStation.
I
at
mean,
home.
we've
What
been
am I
talking about
doing?
Ghislaine and Larry Nassar,
And Batman.
so I don't think you should be talking about the little kid in you.
All right, actually, kid advertising is this next thing I wanted to go into.
Like candy cigarettes?
Kind of. Have you heard of Prime energy drinks?
No.
Because they're all the
Do they make-
rage with
wait.
the kids right now, like all the rage.
Okay, go ahead.
And
There's
basically,
no- I was about to ask if there's alcohol on it, but never mind.
so it's like every kid is, as far as I could tell, drinking this. And this comes from, you remember is it the Paul brothers or Logan Paul?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
the YouTubers.
Oh, I think I
Yeah.
did see something about this. Go ahead.
For what it's worth, they finally like knocked it out of the park this time. Like money
I feel like
wise,
he's been knocking out of the parks for 15 years.
yeah, he's been doing well. But this time it's like between the fake fights and,
Yeah.
or not even really fake fights, but the Paul confirmed the sports drink made $250 million in retail sales and grossed $110 million internationally. And also made an additional $45 million in January, the same month that Prime became the official drink of the UFC. So
How did he pull that off? Because I thought him and Dana White had like a massive like.
yeah, and apparently
Spats.
Musk is going to fight Zuckerberg. It's all a circus, man.
Yeah. The world is a stage, I suppose.
But basically, so Prime, but it's coming under some scrutiny here. Here's something I didn't know about Prime energy drinks. There's a non-caffeinated version, which is apparently doesn't have sugar. It's vegan.
I mean, Twinkies are vegan.
That's what I mean. To where like something's replacing. It's very sweet.
Don't. It's not a.
But the energy drink
not
version,
water.
Prime with caffeine in it, they're getting in a little trouble because it apparently contains up to 200 milligrams of caffeine per can. This is the equivalent of about 6 cans of Coke or 2 Red Bulls.
But how much actual Coke though?
What do you mean, like cocaine?
Yeah, man. I'm
Zero.
trying to make a joke. Stupid.
It's Coke Zero. One's called Prime Hydration, the non-caffeinated one. The other one's Prime Energy, the highly caffeinated one. And honestly, but that's enough caffeine to kind of be considered dangerous because
I mean, people are like
people slam drinks.
I was gonna say, I know that like a lot of athletes were taking pre-workout and having fucking heart attacks.
Yeah.
And this is like before like, the COVID like shots or whatever. Like people saying the like Mario Kart or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the like mysterious events or whatever. Like I'm saying like people were like dropping dead from heart attacks and shit like from taking like pre-workout and.
Well, there was the Scoop Challenge.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember that
dry
with the
scoop.
gym.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. There was like a stripper like 3 years ago that dry scooped and had a heart attack on stage. You remember
Yeah,
that?
Powder got her.
Yeah. I still like give her $1. Like 2 for the kid.
So the backlash too, it comes basically. Let's see here, Senator Schumer, which you've heard that name flying around before. Basically, and I quote, so much caffeine that it puts Red Bull to shame. And I kind of wanted to follow up because Red Bull also makes you go bald. And that was a study that was confirmed in Red Bull. That was my joke that I loved is that Red Bull actually gives you wigs. Yeah. Which I can provide pretty quick here with my, apparently in the next podcast, maybe even.
Yeah, Jake's got the, you have just like a Merkin factory here.
Yeah, I do what I can. Listen, those ladies of the night.
This is really funny if you don't, unless you don't know what a Merkin is. If you don't know what a Merkin is, stop and Google Merkin.
And then you learn? Okay.
Laugh at Jake's. Oh, that would be real gross.
Yeah, it
also,
would.
I kind of want some.
Ugh. Okay.
Just because I know you would know I had it.
All right, what do you got? What else you got?
Okay,
Hate to egg you on. Oh, actually, I was gonna tell you there was fudge. I didn't do the research on this, but I love clever advertising. Okay. Like Old Spice to me, like when Old Spice started to be funny, it was like I don't give a fuck about my deodorant, which was bad, but like they made me laugh, and that was good enough for me. Old Spice. But I saw
if you have a handsome, muscular man riding a horse backwards, I'm gonna be like, I'll try it out.
Yeah, that's deodorant. That means deodorant to me.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
I got stinky pits.
Like I wasn't picking anything for any one reason. It had a ship on it. That seemed like what men do. But so there's an egg company, and I'm sorry I forgot the name of the egg company, but they have very clever advertising where basically in the commercial they're like, we think it's bullshit, and they bleep the word shit, that other egg companies put farm in their name, and they're not on farms. Then it just showed all their factories.
Like state farmers.
Yeah, and then they had another advertising where it's like, we think it's bullshit that when workers aren't being given the space to do their job. And it was clever because it had like a 5 foot by 5 foot cubicle with 3 people in it, and then the guy stood up and like hit his head, and he's trying to like work at an office, and then just showed a bunch of chickens running free range.
Yeah.
And so I guess I just like clever advertising.
Well, it's putting things in perspective. I'm upset that they use bullshit and bleep that out, but they didn't say like, and none of you guys are too chicken shit to do.
Oh yeah, I guess.
That's a bit funnier. Now I have to say I was really excited that because you were kind of telling me a little bit about this, I think today or yesterday, in regards to like the chicken,
the egg thing,
egg thing, and coincidentally, because I was like, how can I shoehorn this into the conversation on the podcast? Because actually, our fact checker Tony, who is not with us today, but he sent me something. He said,
"So we're off the chain. We can say whatever we want."
Yeah, he said you can. He said you should bring this up to Jake.
Okay.
And I can't think of a better time than right now. So again, this is courtesy of our fact checker Tony. Do you know what an ovipositor is?
No.
Google officially defines it as a tubular organ which a female insect or fish deposits eggs. And we've talked about kinks on the podcast, but this is actually like a first for me. For the ladies,
I'm uncomfortable with this.
For ladies or men who have an impregnation kink, when it comes to aliens, you can purchase an ovipositor toy.
Okay.
And I don't know if you can even like post this up for the YouTube viewers.
See, my Google's already like,
okay,
what
so
is
anyway,
this dude doing?
So I should just read the website's description. Okay, again, this is Tony's fault, so you can yell at him. So, many people are not aware of ovipositors as the oviposition kink, so you won't find these egg-laying dildos in most sex shops. But put simply, ovipositors are egg-laying dildos that allow you to deposit love eggs in a place of your choosing. Inserting the eggs is only half the fun. Once the eggs are in place, you get to lay them, resulting in a satisfying stretch and releasing pop. I'm sorry,
love
pleasing
egg?
Pop. I'm sorry.
What's a love egg?
Hold on. No, there are Q&As, right?
I have Q's.
Well, you put it in your A, I think. So anyway, so the company does offer your choice of silicone or gelatin eggs.
Well, thank God.
Hold on. We recommend that you do not use silicone eggs anally due to the risk of them getting stuck. If you want to use the ovipositor anally, you should research on how to get the gelatin sex eggs. Use these types of eggs.
There's a whole swath of people that read stuff I don't know about.
Using these types of eggs reduces the risk of the gelatin eggs, because I guess basically the gelatin eggs will eventually melt inside of your body.
Do you make the gelatin eggs? Or do you order the gelatin eggs?
Oh man, I don't fucking know.
This is like
So
like pudding pop Jello.
So man, now you're getting into like some Cosby territory there.
Sure. Okay.
So anyway, as for
what is an egg depositing dildo?
It is.
What? What is it?
Oh, it's an egg depositing dildo. Are you looking it up?
What passes through, like it?
Okay, so for $107, this company is helping people, and I quote, people that are attracted to the idea of oviposition or egg laying due to a variety of factors such as blending of genders, alien impregnation, or simply the appeal of trying something new and different. Now I know that.
Hold on. What's after impregnation by alien, and you'd be like, or if you want to try something new.
Yeah. I mean, we were gonna suggest maybe like going Neapolitan instead of Rocky Road, but
Are you saying there's like someone that's into getting impregnated by aliens? That's like they're crazy.
Yeah, like some sort of like there's like the Venn diagram of normal and then alien impregnation, and then there's like the little silly spot in the middle.
Yeah,
like,
and they're all like, those guys are weirdos.
We're just a couple of characters here. We're just being silly.
Sure. Okay.
So and we're going skydiving next week. So it's like anyway. So now I know that normally Renee does like the Amazon review readings and stuff like that.
Sure.
So Renee, I'm sorry, I'm going to steal your thunder here. And honestly, there's enough. Maybe I could have her read some in the future. But
How the fuck does Tony send this to us and not be here?
I know. I'm so.
It's like he impregnated me
with this egg.
with an Avi, whatever.
All right. So Daryl D said, we ordered the tentacle ovipositor, the werewolf extender, and the tentacle knot. Our first order went MIA. Quick email to customer service and replacement was sent out quickly. Amazing customer service, and we absolutely love our new toys.
I guess I have a problem with eggs. I'm picturing chicken eggs, and that's maybe my fault.
No,
maybe
they kind of look like
fault.
Nerf footballs.
Okay, so
like
this is
spirally Nerf footballs, but without the little like.
This is my lack of imagination. This is
I had to fucking look at it.
I'm having a hard time picturing this thing.
I had to click on 2 different types of these bastards.
Dude, I'm picturing like the water gun you suck water up with. Is it like that?
No,
it's like the.
No, it's more like a mortar tube that you just fucking squeeze silicone eggs up your pussy. So anyway, now Jay said. It's the perfect size for me, and the colors of the ovipositor and the eggs are so vibrant. Only downside is that I have to use lots of lube.
And that ain't cheap. I don't know what to like.
I'm sorry.
That implies a lot. That implies like he tried it without a lot of lube, and it went awry. Like an egg flew across the room.
Yeah, you can't go in dry with an egg.
Jeez. Okay. So how much? $107.
$107. This is before.
That's not that expensive for a good time, I guess, if you're into it.
Man, I think I would pay $108 to not do that.
That sounds like a night out and then a few nights in the ER, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's if you don't use the gelatin ones. Imagine that they're like, oh, you hosting a birthday party?
That's
just
what
like
I thought of.
Packages of Jello, like
I picture like a movie where someone put out
Starburst flavor.
Look at that deviled egg. Holy shit.
Not yet. Will be.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah. So
I have $107. Let's get this thing.
Oh my god. And then what? Replace it with Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candle?
We'll fill it up. I don't know what's like. I'm having a hard time picturing this. I don't think I'm gonna put a picture up for the YouTube listeners. I think they should. I mean, it's whatever I suffer by looking into it. Like,
yeah, I guess there's just.
I'm gonna go to the library and look it up.
Okay.
FBI is gonna descend on me.
So listeners, if you want the spelling, it's OVIPOSITOR. Ovipositor.
If Google doesn't autofill that for me, like there's nowhere else.
What if like you click on it and all the links are purple and it's your wife's computer?
Well then, we got something to talk about,
honey.
I don't tell you.
She's just clucking.
Yeah. Well, I got to say, Tony, thanks for giving me homework. Like what? I'm pretty confused. Like that. Like I tried fixing my car once, and I felt more in control of what the information I had to find was.
Man, there are so many other reviews, but I just
like,
kind of picked some of the funnier ones.
Who gives reviews?
Yeah, I mean the same.
How many
people
stars?
That give
was that 5 stars?
If you give a review on sex toys, you probably also commented like, "She's so hot, I wish she'd do that to me" on like the Pornhub videos.
Yeah,
you know that. You know that guy. They're like, "Oh, they're going like commenting." It's like, dude, just do what we all do. Just be done with it.
Yeah,
you know, like
just be like, no,
I'm not gonna tweet about the clouds I see either.
Yeah,
you know?
Kind of hate myself, but I'm getting older, I guess.
Yeah. You got something for us?
I do. I want to get us out of this with my new...
Are you looking up the ovipositor?
They're looking up me on... Oh, I see the grimaces on the face.
Is it as bad as you thought?
You know what's bad, too, with the ovipositor when you're like, it's an egg-laying thing. I kept thinking chicken. I'm like, they have cloacas.
Okay, do you want to end on a catfish?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah,
so let's end on a catfish. Jake, do you want to explain what the catfish is?
All right, to new listeners, a while ago I came with a few articles that I had found online. I thought it was gold. It was about a tornado that moved a house with family members inside of it, 300 miles, put them down without dying. and it was from a website that the slogan was "The truth doesn't matter."
Yeah.
So Adam came up with this fun
Jake
game.
was like, I found the treasure trove of crazy stories. I'm like,
dude, it was
bullshit, bud.
there was a guy that ate a mummy out of a museum in New York. It was excellent.
Yeah. So anyway, this particular catfish is sponsored by Jensen Accounting. If you're tired of all the paperwork that comes with running a small business, headaches from hundreds of new tax laws, let Jensen Accounting be your Tylenol. You can find them on Facebook by searching Jensen Accounting and Consulting. Just a quick job from Rogan's Shoes. All right, so listeners, are you ready? Audience members, are you ready? Jake, eat shit. So see if you can guess the theme here. All right, number 1. School temporarily denies diplomas to prankster teenagers who wore their underwear as outerwear at graduation.
Okay.
Number 2, 3 offending beachgoers ticketed after homemade Crocs swimwear put them in hot water.
Okay.
Number 3, city collects fines by enforcing ban on pants sagging below their waistline.
Sure. So the theme is attire.
The theme is fashion assassins.
Okay. Sure. What was the last one again? It was saggy pants?
I'll read them all.
Okay.
So, number 1, city temporarily denies diplomas to prankster seniors who wore their underwear as outerwear at graduation.
Okay.
Number 2, 3 offending beachgoers ticketed after homemade Crocs swimwear put them in hot water. Number 3, city collects fines by enforcing ban on pants sagging below their waistline.
I think I'm gonna go with number 2. I don't know why. That one just kind of felt right to me because it felt a certain amount of silliness. I don't know what Croc home wear is, but maybe they made
Croc shoes.
I know. Maybe they made a boogie board out of Crocs and they got in trouble in a riptide.
You're switching. 1 now.
Number 1. Okay.
All right.
2. No, number 2. Okay.
Well, this is from November 2010. The fashion police has been making a few bucks in Albany, Georgia. Over the span of a year, the southwestern Georgia town collected nearly $4,000 in fines from people charged with violating an ordinance banning the wearing of clothes below their waistline or exposing undergarments. First offenders were given a $25 fine. Repeat offenders faced fines to the tune of $200. So there you go. In Albany, Georgia, do not sag your pants.
I can't believe the South is so old-fashioned.
I have to tell you, I got my funny story about Albany, Georgia is A, I've never been there, but B, some of my clothing has been there. And the way I say this is because I was in a wedding years ago. I was in a wedding in New York, Albany, New York, right? Mm-hmm. And so I went to like Nedrebo's or whatever the place is, or you go and you get measured, and they're like, okay, yeah, we'll send you tux there, right?
Sure.
And so, well, my buddy who's getting married, he's like, hey, I'm going to go pick up the tuxes. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, he's like sending me shitty messages. He's like, hey, what the fuck, man? Like, your tux isn't here. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I told him to send it to Albany, New York. They sent it to Albany, Georgia. And so my fucking tux.
That should never be right. So, you hear Albany, think New York.
Yeah, so they literally, they had to, Frankenstein, I had, I think, too big of a jacket, too small of a shirt. And then, I just look so out of place. I'm like, it's just, I look really good. So,
same guy heard a horse. There's a zebra over there.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the best part too is that I had the kind of the goatee that if you want to yell at your kids in public during their Little League game, right? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, those are great. People don't leave their kids
around you. I had
that
that exact goatee because I was growing out a big curly mustache, but I wasn't ready to present yet.
Yeah, still forming.
So I was like, but I was in this wedding. I was like, well, I need to do something, but I didn't want to. I had to hide my mustache.
I love how you ruined their wedding photos just to with
everything.
I got this mustache coming in a couple weeks. It's gonna be great. Sorry about these.
Yeah, well, he doesn't listen. Well, my mustache is way more important than waiting.
Yeah. You can mid-journey Photoshop. You can just remove people from your picture now. It'll autofill.
I will remove myself.
Yeah,
or at least make my suit more fitting. So, anyway, that's all I got.
That's all I got too. This has been episode 120.
Yeah, I know.
We gotta do something special again soon. I guess I'm gonna be cutting my hair because I'm just over this. It's hot.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for listening. My name is Adam. I gotta touch grass, Riley.
My name's Jake Riz Bussy. Thanks for listening.
Hey, later, boners.
You met me at a very strange time in my life.